You can have the perfect training plan and the best diet, but if you're hurt all the time, then none of that matters. Here's how to make sure that that never happens. During my first year training, I was always injured. Now, a lot of this was due to overtraining and not getting enough recovery. However, a good portion of it was also due to not doing any mobility. The harder I pushed, the more I ended up getting hurt. And this honestly just caused me to push harder as I was trying to see results quicker. And being hurt always meant that I wasn't seeing results. Once I caught on to the fact that being injured limited my results that I was seeing, I then thought the solution was to go less hard in the gym so that I wasn't getting injured. But after doing some research, I realized that it was actually because I wasn't doing any mobility. After doing this research, I started doing some mobility, but I never really took it seriously. I just did it here and there, and it did work, but I wasn't taking it seriously. That was up until about 6 months ago when I started doing my personal trainer course, and I realized how important it actually was to do mobility religiously. So now I try and do it every day, and ever since then, I haven't been hurt once.
Hey, feeling like Whitney. I need a bag, bruh. Send it through quickly. I'm making his dog like I'm in the big leagues. Told him that I gotta go, dog. I'm riding a road, y'all. I think that I'm back in my bag now. So I need that go, y'all. Got hits when he throwing the fastball. Just too quick for it. Peeling off like the whip orange. Seen they effort, this piss poor. I got too much, I gotta tend to. Car payments and the rent due. Told y'all that I'm 6 foot, but with the money stabbing, I'm 10-2. Too much that I've been through, so I put it all in that rear view. Clean money in the...
Now, before a workout, you want to do a few things to ensure that you're getting warmed up, your muscles loose, and ready to handle the weight that you're about to put on your muscles and joints. So the first thing to do every workout is a general warm-up. This doesn't have to be anything too extensive. You just want to warm up for 5 to 10 minutes on a treadmill, Stairmaster, bike, or anything that gets your body warmed up. The goal here isn't to exert yourself too much, as this isn't your actual workout, and you don't want to burn off all your energy before you go weightlifting, but you do want to get your blood flowing and your body loose here. You also want to do some dynamic movements to get your joints through their full range of motion so that they're prepared to handle the weight that you're going to be putting on them. Now, ideally, you do this for every body part, but I understand that can be quite time consuming and not everyone is going to want to do that. So at the bare minimum, just make sure you're doing this to the joints that you're going to be working out that day. This could be leg swings, arm circles, jumping jacks, hip circles, mountain climbers. The idea here again is to get your heart pumping and to make sure that everything is loose. That said, you do want to avoid static stretching before a workout. This is the type of stretching that you normally think of when you think of stretching, such as touching your toes or doing the splits. Anything where you're getting in position and then holding that stretch for 20 to 30 seconds to even minutes. Doing this before you weightlift is going to decrease your strength and actually hurt your performance. That doesn't mean that you should never do it. You just got to do it at the correct time, and I'll talk about that in a few minutes. Before I get into the next point though, I want to let you guys know about my free fitness accountability group on Discord. It's for anyone who's looking for a group of people who are also on their fitness journey and wanting to connect and have someone hold them accountable. So if that sounds like it's of interest to you, then I'll drop the link down in the description of this video and make sure to check it out. Now that you're done your warm-up and you're about to work out, you want to make sure you're doing warm-up sets before your first few exercises. Same with big compound lifts. Anytime you're about to do one of them, you want to make sure you're doing some warm-up sets. So what I do here is the first set I'll do with just the bar. Then after that one's done, I will do another set with 50% of my working weight. And if I'm doing a more complex lift where I have a higher chance of hurting myself, such as with a deadlift or a squat, then I'll do another set with 75% of my working weight. While I do these sets, I make sure that I get full range of motion and that I'm doing slow and controlled reps. After these 2 to 3 sets are done, then I go into my regular sets with my regular working weight. These warm-up sets prime your joints, muscles, nervous system, and tendons for the stress that you're about to put on them. It also helps you perfect your technique, and it also enhances your strength. Now, once your workout's over, now's the time to do static stretching. This is the stretching again, like touching your toes or doing the splits, where you get in a position and then hold that position for a few seconds to a minute or so. After a workout, your muscles are more pliable as they're warmed up, so it's a safer time to do this stretching. I would aim to stretch out the muscles that you just worked in that exercise, but if you have the time to do more, then that's great as well. Doing static stretching after workout will help increase your range of motion in future lifts. It'll help relax tight muscles, and over time, it'll help you reduce the risk of injury. After a workout is also a great time to do some foam rolling. When you're foam rolling, you kind of want to find tight spots or knots in your muscles, and then spend about 30 seconds to a minute rolling those out. This will help reduce tightness and enhance your blood flow to the muscles that you foam roll. Stretching after a workout also has the benefit of calming you down and getting you relaxed, which is a good transition into getting back into regular day life. Doing it frequently, even for short bursts after a workout, is much better than doing one long period every week. The trick when it comes to stretching or exercise in general is consistency. Not having a big boost of momentum, trying to fit so much in a day, and then burning out and not doing it again for another week. You want to do small to medium amounts every day to build up that consistency. Now, if you want to rest on your rest day, that's completely fine. But if you find you're very tight after workout, then I definitely recommend doing some light mobility exercises to loosen yourself up and actually be able to move the days after. When you do this, focus on areas that are feeling tight for you. For me, after leg day, I'm very tight, especially in my hamstrings. So I like to do both static and dynamic stretches here to help loosen them up and make them feel less tight and sore. I also like to do some foam rolling on them as well, as this helps too. You don't have to do a ton, but even 5 to 10 minutes is going to help you feel a lot better and go into your next workout more loose and ready to lift some serious weight. Honestly, although it's important, I still don't enjoy doing mobility. I'd much rather lift a bunch of weight. I find it very boring and not very comfortable, as you're always putting yourself in these weird positions. So it's definitely something I struggle with. That said, one thing that keeps me motivated to continue going and be consistent with it is anytime you see an old person, if they're not able to move, I can guarantee you that they probably weren't working out when they're your age, and they definitely weren't doing mobility. So if you want to be that 90-year-old man who can still go out and play baseball and do shit like that, then mobility is going to have to be a necessity in order to continue moving through that throughout your life. If you guys enjoyed this video, it's actually a part of a series on the fitness fundamentals. If you want to check the rest of that series out, then make sure to click on this playlist right here. Don't forget to join the free fitness accountability group. I'll drop the link down in the description for that. And don't forget to click subscribe.